Hi, I'm Lisi Gopin, and this tutorial is about a popular social bookmarking tool called Pinterest, which in my opinion does a great job of combining the social and the bookmarking. It's also much more visual than other bookmarking sites you may be familiar with, like Delicious or Scoopit. For the purpose of this tutorial, I'll assume you know how to sign up for an account and create your profile. Here's what your homepage will look like once you have an account. Creating a new pin is pretty quick. You should install the Pinit bookmarklet to make this easy. Click on About, Pinit button, and drag the icon to your bookmark toolbar. Now you can easily pin an image without having to open the Pinterest website. Choose an image from the page that you pinned and add a brief description. You can add it to an existing board or create a new one. This is what you'll choose if you haven't created any boards yet. You choose which image from the page that you want to pin, and if you want to pin more than one image, simply enter the URL as many times as you need to and choose a different image each time. Now, once you pin an image, it's linked to the page it originally came from, so theoretically a user can simply click on an image to see the rest of the images on that page. But I think most people tend not to click on pins to go to the original page, they just scan the images that have been pinned. So if you want to include more than one image from the same page, it's a good idea to pin each one separately. When you pin a new image, you can add a brief description so people know what it is. If you're going to grab some text from the original page for this, you can highlight the text first and then click Pin It. Choose your image, and the description field will be auto-filled with the text that you've highlighted. If you find a fellow pinner you'd like to follow, you can click on their name to see their profile and all their boards. You have the option of following all their boards by clicking here, or choosing individual boards to follow. Once you follow a board, all new activity relating to that board will show up on your homepage. You can click the Pinterest logo at any time to go back to your homepage and see your activity feed. Once you've created more than one board, you can easily reorder them anytime you want. Simply click on your profile, click Rearrange Boards, and drag and drop them into whatever order you want them to appear. Click Done, and your new order will be saved. You can also click up here to add a new board. This gives you the additional option of uploading an image from your computer. Also, if you add a new board here, you have the option of choosing who else can pin things to your board. You want to be careful about making this too open, but it can be a good way to create a collaborative board with a group of students. Which brings me to what really caught my attention with Pinterest, as opposed to Delicious or other bookmarking sites, the built-in social interaction. Yes, Delicious bookmarks and even whole categories can be shared with people by posting the URL somewhere, and if you post it to Facebook, other people can comment on it and start a whole discussion. But Pinterest has a comment button right here when you mouse over a pin. This way you can have a discussion right here on the page about a particular pin that you've added. Think about how you can use this with students to get them commenting on each other's posts and having a whole discussion around a specific image. There's a lot of interaction built right into the site. There are lots of ways Pinterest boards can be used in a class. You can create picture writing prompts. You can put up a picture with a brief description and ask students to write about it. You can collect project ideas from around the web to share with your students and spark their own ideas. The visual nature of pins works really well for most people, better than reading a written description of a project. You can share reading lists with students, and for better or worse, many people really do judge a book by its cover, so again, this is a great way to take advantage of the visual nature of your pins and get students interested in reading. You can organize boards into as many categories as you want and have lots of different boards. You can have books on different topics, or for different ages or reading levels, and each list can have its own board. You can post ideas for class blogs and have all of these collected in one place for students to browse. You can collect student projects and show off what your students are doing, and it's an easy way to share things with parents. And don't forget, you can just as easily pin videos as you can images. So pinning is an easy way to share things visually and have that built-in interactivity as well. So I hope you find the site interesting. It can become very addictive, and what better way to get your students addicted to learning?